While you're building out your wardrobe and developing your personal style, it's really important to find that sweet spot between something that looks really great but is also really functional. And I find this to be really beneficial specifically when it comes to bags. So in today's video, I've put together some really easy do's and don'ts when styling bags for the winter. These are things you can keep in mind as you're finding bags for your closet, but then also as you're putting outfits together. And they can kind of frame your thinking a little bit better so that you can find things that are going to serve you perfectly. Before we hop into it though, I want to thank Songmont for sponsoring today's video. We're working together on this concept because I think they're perfect for this topic. Not only are their bags really beautiful, they come in great colors and they're also really well made. And if you invest in a bag that has all of those points, you're more likely to enjoy it for as long as possible. So I'm going to link everything in the description box down below and let's get started. So let's start this video off with a do and something that can be really helpful to keep in mind as you're wearing bags in the winter specifically, and that is to consider the weather and then choose something that's going to be appropriate. And ultimately here, finding something that's either open up top or closed. So if you live somewhere that gets a lot of rain or a lot of snow this time of the year, having a closed bag is going to be really helpful because you won't have to worry about what's inside. So you're more likely to reach for it when you actually want to put together an outfit. Now I also like to keep something in my bag that I can use to protect it if I'm in a pinch. So you can use something as simple as a regular plastic bag, something you get at the grocery store. And I use this a lot, especially when I was living in the city, because the weather changes really quickly and you can save yourself from being in inclement weather completely unprepared. And it made a big difference for me because when you're building out your wardrobe, and especially if you're going to be spending more on something, you want that investment to last as long as possible and look as great as possible. And taking the caution here to protect it from the weather is going to allow you to do that. Something I really recommend and I think can be really helpful for you. So for this first don't, I want to encourage you to think outside the box when it comes to the colors that you're wearing, and specifically as it applies to your bag. So when you're living in the winter weather and it's dealing with slush and all that kind of nasty stuff that comes with that, it's really easy to get into the habit of just wearing a black bag or something really dark because it doesn't show up any stains and it can be very functional. But if you want your outfit to look a little bit extra special and to look more intentional, going for an all dark outfit but then a lighter bag can really do that. And especially if you have a bag that's got a really beautiful shape or a great design to it, that can allow it to really shine because it's going to draw attention to it because it's a different color than the rest of your outfit. And again, it just looks more intentional. So I really like to do this in the winter because especially as you get to like January and February and winter just won't stop, this is a really great way to kind of keep your same old jacket that you're wearing over and over again feeling fresh and just lighten it up a little bit to make it feel a little bit ready for spring and kind of remind you that that is eventually going to come. Now when we talk about functionality and finding that sweet spot between something that looks great and you can actually use, I think a really key part when it comes to your bag is that you can carry it and actually wear it easily day to day. So especially when you're working with winter weather and you're wearing a big coat, I think having a crossbody strap that you can fit over your coat makes such a difference. And again, when I was living in the city and I was walking constantly, having a strap that fit over my coat made a big difference in which bag I reached for and allowed me to walk hands-free because more often than not I would have to throw it over my shoulder at some point during the day. So if you're going to find a bag that you want to wear in the winter, make sure you're trying it on with your biggest winter coat. Put the strap any way you're going to wear it, maybe over one shoulder or again full crossbody. Make sure that it fits really comfortably and you can walk really easily like that, and you'll be guaranteed to have something that you actually look forward to wearing. So for this next don't, I want to highlight how great it is to add a structured bag to an outfit that isn't structured or tailored. So oftentimes when we're putting together outfits, it's easy to get in that repetition and think, okay, I'm wearing a tailored jacket, I have to wear a tailored bag and really structured shoes. But sometimes breaking that and creating the tension is what makes a really great outfit. So in the winter, when you're wearing a really casual outfit, I think throwing a structured jacket on top and then adding a structured bag instantly dresses it up and it makes it look really intentional, rather than if you keep everything really casual. So this next do speaks to that cohesiveness in creating a really well-balanced outfit, and that is to repeat the color, but specifically in the winter, it's really easy to repeat the color of your shoes in your bag and match those two together. When we're wearing winter coats and a lot of the outerwear that's necessary this time of the year, sometimes your color palette can get lost underneath, and then when you go to put your bag with the outfit, it can feel a little bit disjointed. So an easy way to make sure that it doesn't feel like that is to match your shoes, because those are going to be visible no matter what. Even if you're wearing a really long coat, your shoes are still going to be visible. And so you can take it one step further and match your shoes to your bag to your hat. And that creates that beautiful line that I always talk about. Your eye is going to look for commonality or similarity. So if it goes from hat or scarf to bag to shoes, it looks really intentional and really, really beautifully put together. And last but not least, let's close things out on a do, and that is to invest in high quality bags. When you're building out your wardrobe, it's really important to find the highest quality you can afford. Spend time understanding the shape, the color, the material, and all of the things that are going to work for your wardrobe, and then finding something that fits that perfectly. And as long as you're able to do that, you'll have things that you can wear for many years. They will stand the test of time, and with proper care, they will look really great for many, many years into the future. And finding a really high quality bag is one of the easiest ways to kind of elevate your whole outfit. I've found in my own personal experience that if I'm wearing clothing that isn't that expensive, but it fits me really well, it's tailored to me, the colors suit me and my lifestyle, and then I have a really beautiful bag, everything else looks a little bit more expensive. And it really goes a long way in kind of rounding out your closet. So I hope that you found these tips helpful. I'm going to link all of the bags that I styled in the description box down below. I'm going to put the colors that I have and then the individual sizing information. And I recommend that you try some of these yourself this winter, and definitely let me know if any of them are helpful. Thank you again to Songmont for sponsoring today's video. Thank you, of course, for watching it, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.